strike. His go-to area is towards mid-wicket. Straight down the ground. He's searching for that Yorker, Imran Jr.
Last few overs have been particularly good by the bowlers. This foolish length, and they have bowled according to the plans, and that is very, very important, because a captain or a coach can set you plans, but the execution has to be done by the bowlers. And they have done it perfectly so far, and only 5 deliveries to go. Once again, a perfect Yorker, and will be a couple. Nothing to bother UMT marcos at the moment.
Yeah, Nisar and Imran Jr. in particular have pulled things back for UMT Marcode. They've struggled to find any momentum. Allied Beg Stallions. It wasn't a difficult chase. They were at top at some stage. But wickets falling in short intervals have turned things around. 4 required. 4 deliveries, 16 required. Picked up. They've got protection there. Just pulled out of it.
155 UMT markers were when the last over began, and Nawaz scored 16 or 17 runs of the last over, and that is going to be costly now, because the difference is actually the same now, but it's 3 balls that remain from a position of strength. They've messed it up. Great fielding that by Iftikhar, diving on his right, and wow, happy scenes in the dugout. I don't know why they've been fascinated, because Iftikhar has always been a good fielder.
Well, they are all very impressed. It was a good effort. It was hit hard, but committed to perfection. The skipper himself. Now he's back on the boundary. 14 of 2. Where can Taimur go? He picked it up. Is it in the gap? Yes, it is. Seems like it carried all the way. A maximum finally in the last over.
If there's another 6 of the last delivery, then they'll only win by 1 run. Is it a 4 or a 6? The leg umpire signaled to the other umpire to give it a 6, but I think they're checking. And, well, that's a 1 bounce 4. So keeps UMT marcos pretty safe.
For a moment, it looked like it carried all the way, probably hit the rope, but no. Just inside that boundary. 4 earned, 8 required of the last legal delivery. Imran Jr. crossing. Taimur on strike. Slow one, picked up, straight from the bat, and it will sail. But too little too late for Allied Beg Stallions. UMT Marcode have registered their 3rd win, and it has been a great contest over.
Yes, so close, but yet far away from the victory. The UMT marcos have come back brilliantly in the last 3 or 4 overs to snatch this victory from the Allied Beg Stallions, and there are the happy coaches now. They were tense a few overs back because they knew Shoaib Malik and Hussain Talat are there, but then Imran came in and picked up the all-important wicket of Shoaib Malik, and then Hussain Talat went, courtesy Nisar bowling brilliant overs and picking up wickets. And in the end, it was brilliant execution of death bowling by the UMT marcode bowlers. And Allied Beg Stallions, well, they will say to themselves that they messed up a clear victory.
Well, at some stage, it seemed like Allied Beg Stallions had everything in control, but UMT Marcos, in particular Nisar, managed to turn things around for them. He'll be a happy captain. A close call, but what they wanted was a win, and they registered it. Shoaib Malik would probably be thinking that maybe wrong shot selection had put Allied Bank Stallions on the back foot. A few words exchanged. Nevertheless, UMT Marcos have registered yet another win by 3 runs.
Teams congratulating each other, and UMT Marcos now taking the lead and stay undefeated on the table of this Champions Cup T20. Ubaid Shah and Taimur, well, only if they had 2 more deliveries. Could have been a different story, but not to be. Few things to learn, a few things to notice for all that have been part of this game. Allied Bank Stallions, they started well. Yasir scoring 17 of 10. Maz brilliant, 82 of 53. 22 to Haris, who looked good, but then trying to be cheeky, lost his wicket, and that is where they lost on the run rate. And then came Malik, who made sure that he was around, but at the very required time, when his presence was most required, he was bowled out and he had to go. And Hussain came in and he couldn't time one over the mid-off. Mohsin came in, created no impression. Taimur, too little, too late. And in the end, they fell short by 4 runs.
Clinical performance from UMT Marcos bowler. Started off not quite on mark, but have a look at that. Nisar pulling things back at the death overs. Imran Jr. with another clinical performance, 1 each for Imran, Sarwar and Akif. And they made sure they won the match and restrained Allied Bank Stallions to chase this total.
It all started like this. Yasir cutting one towards the boundary and then flicking one towards square leg. 2 wonderful strokes. Maz started in a tentative manner with an inside edge, but then he started to flow through the covers and all around the ground. Yasir kept playing well till this happened. A ball that just kicked and moved away, and much more like a test match dismissal. And then came Haris, and the partnership began, and which began to strengthen the Allied Bank Stallions' hold on the game, and it looked pretty one-sided till these two were out there. And this was a difficult chance, a high one, but at this level you expect them to be taken. And then came some big shots from Maz Sadakat, pulling and hitting over mid-wicket, and then a straight 6 from a static position. Wonderful technique. And then came this cheeky stroke which set this game up for the UMT Marcos. Maz completing his first 50 and then going on to play a few more strokes, getting to 82. He would have loved to convert it into 100. Strokes that he played were good cricketing shots all around the ground, and also going up and over till the time he was held out at mid-off. And Shoaib Malik looking to cut the ball as we anticipated over here, at just the next ball he had to leave. And after that, the batters came in, kept going. Hussain Talat was the last hope, but he was out, caught at mid-off. And then Taimur hitting a couple of blows, but by that time, the match had already gone.
Well, winning the toss, Allied Bank Stallions opted to field first. UMT Marcos posted 170, Fakhar 39, Nafi 36, Nawaz 20 and not out, 2 each for Usman and Tahir. Well, Allied Bank Stallions, they started off well. Cultivated innings from Maz, scoring 82, Haris 22, but couldn't really turn it into a win. They needed 37 of 25 with 8 wickets in hand, but the collapse came in courtesy some brilliant bowling from Nisar, picking 3, 1 each for Sarwar and Akif. And UMT Marcos, they won by 3 runs. UMT Marcos registering their 3rd straight win. They'll be delighted by how things have unfolded for them. Just have a look at that. On the top of the table, UMT Marcos winning all 3 games. They've got 6 points, and followed by Allied Bank Stallions with 4. We'll take a short break and then we'll join you for the post-match presentation.